My name is Optimus Prime, and you're watching Tales from Teletraan. Hey everyone, welcome back to Tales from Teletraan, and this episode is brought to you by our lovely sponsors over at PBS. So if you like Sesame Street, go check it out. You guys know what's up. Introduce yourself, everyone. Uglywrech, let's start with you since you're the guest. What do you do? Tell the people out there who you are, what you doing, all that awesome, crazy, good stuff.
I'm Uglywrech. I'm on YouTube and all the rest of it. I review Transformers, mostly a lot of knockoffs because, I'm poor. But I also like Sertoys, so if you like Sertoys, I do some stuff. I haven't got any for a while. I'll have to get into that. YouTube, Instagram, there's a Facebook page for some reason, but yeah, I'm around. Next.
All right. Crimson Raptors, you're up.
You can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram. That's at Crimson, like the dark red color, Raptors, RAPTORS. And on YouTube, I'll have stop motion animations, reviews, unboxings, and probably next to almost nothing for a little bit. But I actually got something coming out this Saturday for reels. And then Instagram, I just celebrated a birthday on Sunday, the day after the last show. And so that was pretty exciting. I got some awesome gifts from a friend of mine at Ultra Marcus. Go check him out as well. And then on Twitter, I really don't post anything there, but for whatever reason, it gets traction. But that's kind of where you can find me. Danny, where can they find you?
They can find me all over the internet, but the safest place is to find me here on YouTube as Danny Dolphin. And also Instagram, OMG Danny Dolphin. And that's mostly slice of life, Transformers content, reviews, discussions, and like Danny's World I'm doing now. So it's like a toy hunt, toy haul, slice of life in a Walmart style stuff. But yeah, those are the best places to find this Dolphin. Where can they find you, Input?
Right here on the YouTubes. Over on Reddit and over on Instagram, where I usually now post a bunch of car stuff and customs and
you boy.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, there's man stuff on my Instagram, so that's pretty much it. Link to all of our stuff down below in the description. You guys know how it is. Clickety clack the buttons and go check out all of our stuff, and especially Uglywrech's stuff, and show him the love that you guys show us. And because I know you guys know who he is, just go check it out anyway and do that stuff. Like, do whatever it is you do times 2. There you go, do that works. So what'd you guys get this week? I know you guys got something. Come on, who wants to go first?
Danny wants to go.
Okay. Yeah, and because of you, Raptor, this is because of you sick son of a... Look what you got me buying now. I hate you so much, man. Look what I bought. An Albertosaurus because it's Canadian.
Oh, that thing is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you. I hate you, bro. I hate you with a passion. I always thought people buying dinosaurs was whack.
Is that a real dinosaur?
And then, yeah, it is. Albertosaurus. They found it in Alberta. And then I bought this little guy because look how cool he is. I think I sent this one to you. Right? Is that one of the ones?
That one, I know. I don't remember now because I think that's the one Ultra Marcus sent me to.
Okay.
Did send me one.
Yeah, well, if you have 2, you can make them kiss, so that's cool.
There's too many dinosaurs.
And then this brand of one, I know this is a Transformers podcast, but short. There we go. So that's interesting.
Is that the Sailosaurus? Is that what it said? It starts with
a C. I can't read. Proceptosaurus, and it's got like a cool little face. Dude, look at the cool eye and face.
Yeah, Proceratosaurus is what.
Yeah, these ones are cool. They even got that little baby. But yeah, I opened those dinosaurs. I got those dinosaurs, and I enjoyed them so much. I got them over there. So like the joy they brought me, I just started to dip. And then I did find 2 of the Marvel Legends from that WandaVision wave. I wanted Wanda and U.S. Agent But sadly, my Galvatron's still in shipping, so from Big Bad, so that'll be here soon. But other than that, it's been dry for Transformers. So, but that's some stuff at least I picked up. And damn you, Mr. Dinosaur. Damn you for your.
All right, what'd you get, Ugly?
I've not actually. I've been keeping an eye on a couple of things on eBay, but I've not really got anything. The only thing I have got is I've got something for Ninja Bill because he's been going through a bad time. However, when I bought it through an auction on eBay, and I was going to have it sent like worldwide postage straight to him. Oh, it doesn't post to America. So I've had to have it posted to me, and now I've got to forward it on to him, but it's fine. So, like I say, going through a hard time, so I want to send him something, a little treat.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's good. That's good. He needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Crimson?
So, it's been not that long, but
Just a
I
week.
actually did get, right? I did get a whole bunch of toy hack stuff in that I've been waiting on. A couple of them were a couple of toy stages. I don't have those set up, but I'll try to show one of them that I...
Are you putting them on your like doubles though? Are you wrecking like your original toy, or what are you doing?
What do you mean? The toy
Like, do you have?
hacks?
Are you, yeah, with the
PlayStation?
toy hack stickers. Do you have a double of the toy, or are you just putting it on the one you have, or something?
So some of it depends. Some of them will be for like different versions. Like say I have a cog, right, and then I have an Aragon, which is the red cog with that Power Dasher face, and then there's like a bunch of other cogs, and then I can take the Aragon stickers and I can take the cog stickers and kind of mix and match them, so they all look a little different, even though they're the same mold. So that's kind of why I got some of those, and there'll be ones that are featured in my stop motion Transformers animation series that takes place before the Generation 1 cartoon. So it's kind of
Don't tease us, man.
I don't have stickers like to redo like G1s and stuff like that. Although there are 2 G1s I did order, but that's not the norm. But yeah, so one of them though, I will say, like, so these toy stages, I have 2 of those. But these panels, I just got these in, the Nemesis panels. They are a brilliant, brilliant purple. This is the highest quality floor tiles I have ever seen. I've ordered a couple that were like Cybertron, and they were real dark. Like, you couldn't even see any of these lines. It was so darkly printed.
Yeah, and on
These
camera,
purple
the
ones-
black would eat up the light.
Yes,
It's
yes.
too dark.
But these purple ones are amazing. They match that background, so like this little Shockwave console.
Got all the purple
really,
boys
really,
out.
Oh yeah, it works really, really good. Like, I think there's a spy in there, but I can't tell because they all have
can't see 'em.
Decepticons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
peel one.
But I did get a bunch of these little stickers, and some of them are for my Teletraan 1 set, the iGear old school set. I mean, these things, like, this is like where you could stick like on your little Teletraan computer console and stuff like that. Really, really awesome. These are super intricate. They're foil. I did not expect these to be foil stickers, but they're brilliantly printed. Really impressed. There's more. Let's see. I think I gotta open these up. I don't yet. These are all stickers. So toy hacks. Like, I love how I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it's like a paint thing.
Yeah, I don't. That's kind of weird. I've never seen that before in any order I've gotten.
You just steal the thing from Home Depot.
I know, that's kind of what they look like, right? But they say toy hacks on them, so that's what's confusing. It says, please save this chart. It may be useful in the future if we wish to communicate about specific color values. Huh. Okay. But yeah, so like all these, I got a whole even more. I think one of these is a G1 Slapdash or something. That's not what that looks like. Oh no, that's labels for Power the Prime's Nova Star, which is Firestar, from G1. But yeah, lots of these stickers. This is actually the largest Toy Hacks order I've ever made. The toy stages and stuff that I ordered was like with some stickers was like $100. and then these were like 169 or something like that. So it's kind of nuts. As we were saying before the show, I'd be like, if I hadn't bought these, I'd have some money for a new computer, huh? Oh, well, but that's what I got this week.
Well, I don't think you're ever allowed to bring up the fact that your computer sucks ever again.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna send you a computer soon. Like, I'm getting tired of it.
There it
Hey,
is.
I'm getting by though. I'm getting by.
I'm getting by.
You've been disqualified, sir.
I'm getting by. $260 American worth of stickers.
So these tiles right here, by the way, this is kind of how big they are. I don't know if I'm showing that quite right, but that's about how big these are. I don't know what their scale is. Anyway, these are $2 each, so these could really work well in a little like a display. I mean, it has the little borders and grid lines and everything. It's not too busy on the floor, which is very, very good. So cool. Anyway, that's what I got.
So this week I got absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because I ordered some Toy Hack stuff and they still haven't arrived yet. So
Crimson's have it.
Yeah, Crimson got it.
yeah, that's probably what happened.
He cleaned them out.
He got everything,
except the computer.
Except for the computer. Yep, absolutely. That's it. So
hey, did you get a tracking number with your order input?
I did. Does that make you mad?
A little bit, because they never add a tracking number to my account. I don't know how to get them to fix that.
Oh, dude, I went all Karen on them. I was like, I want my tracking number and blah blah blah.
Were you like, Facebook Live? I'm on Facebook Live, broadcasting this audio call.
No, I emailed them asking to speak to their manager. That threatened them enough. They're like, okay. No, I never get a tracking number from them at all. So,
there's this based on the website. So if anybody from Toy Hacks, I know, Patriot Prime. He doesn't work there, right? But Catastrophe and like everybody kind of gets those Toy Hack stuff. But I don't understand why they don't put tracking numbers on their own website.
It is weird. I don't get it either. I mean, I couldn't imagine they're getting a lot of orders, to make that a problem. You know what I mean?
The only thing I can think of is, I'd asked them, a while back about tracking numbers because I was waiting like forever for a particular order, and it was when I ordered a bunch of toy stages because toy stages just take forever to get to me. But it sounded to me from the conversation as that they just package up everything and give it to somebody else to go ship out, which, I guess that's understandable, but you would still have a tracking number from those people. So why aren't they giving you the tracking number so you can put that for your customers? At least we can all watch it, together.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't know. I don't get that at all. I don't know. Did you guys check out the news this week? Huh? So
how'd you figure this out? Because now you can. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, we can always. You can share as a guest, like your screen and stuff.
And then he can use it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So TFCOM Los Angeles, March 11th through the 13th. I will be there. I hope to see everybody there. So yeah, just throwing that out there. And right off the bat, DNA Design DK24. I put this on pre-order as soon as it went up. So this is for Studio Series 86 Grimlock. We get an entire new wheelie, whole replacement figure. We get posable fingers for Grimlock and Dino mode, some fillers right here. So we got forearm fillers, and then we got feet fillers right here, the bottom of the feet. We got some teeth, top and bottom, because I don't know why this has to be a thing. We get forearm fillers, we get his sword, and we get the clear neck pieces. This is just awesome. Absolutely awesome. What do you guys think?
It's terrible.
Okay.
I mean, that wheelie figure that comes with that Studio Series Grimlock, like, there's not an upgrade like this. You might as well just make a whole new figure, or don't get this and just go get the Titans Return wheelie figure, or the Takara Legends version of that wheelie figure. Either one's not exactly anime accurate or cartoon accurate.
Scale.
Or that. I mean that looks good. I love all the posability and everything, but it's it's going to be expensive. They even said what the price was on that.
Yeah, it's on BBTS right now for $50 for the whole kit.
That is ridiculous.
So
no way.
A man who buys $260 worth of stickers says this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but this is like it's wheelie, like.
Well, okay.
That's crazy.
Well, hold on, man. You're saying that's ridiculous, right? And I mean, we're talking price points on certain things, but and people let certain companies slide with certain things and toys. And Hasbro, I mean, and this is ridiculous. Like the $50 price tag on this, I thought it was reasonable, to be honest with you, for everything you get. I mean, you get wheelie. You get all the upgraded pieces as well, and it's a third-party company doing this, so they can't produce as much as, say, like Hasbro can, right?
Oh, so you're getting... Okay, so it's not just the wheelie parts.
You're getting all of it.
Yeah, you're getting everything.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's a little bit better. I was going to say if it was just the wheelie parts, I was like, dude, $15-$20 max.
Yeah.
But, okay, all right, well... That's a little bit better then. It's a little bit, but again, it's still wheelie. I just got to say that, like, that wheelie that comes with Grimlock just needs to be made. It's just meant to be one with the pavement in my driveway.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying he's the bravest Autobot out of all of them.
It's gonna be a wheelie night, so get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, he totally is. So,
what do you think, Uglywrech? Do you buy these upgrade kits or anything?
I get a couple every now and then. It depends when he good. Like I've got Grapple, as far as Grapple up there. I've got the kit on him. But things like this one, the inside arm covers, but when the hands flip out, they're not hinged or anything. They've got to take them out, haven't you? If I'm not
they're
mistaken.
hinged. They're hinged.
Are they hinged?
Yeah, there's a slight hinge. These screw on. So the arm hinges screw on right here.
Yeah.
And then it's hinged and it just opens up. See, it doesn't show it.
That's for a cheaper set that didn't have a hinge.
It doesn't show it in the pictures like the operation, but you can see the hinge right there. So.
I saw another set that didn't have a hinge. So you got to take it out to transform. Nah, I'm not a fan of that.
No. As long as it doesn't inhibit the transformation. I don't buy these, but I think they're good as long as they don't mess up the transformation more. Because if you have to remove it, I mean, it's kind of annoying.
Does it not come with a slingshot? Isn't that molded into the studio one?
No, the studio one's separate piece.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The grapple. Yeah, the grapple.
But this one's really cool. It's got the crane piece, and it's actually got the fillers and a little compartment to cover it up. So this one's really cool. So if they're like this, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or if the hollow parts are like really, really egregious, and you sort of like can't live with it, then I'll buy them. But
which one is that? Is that DIY or is that Go Better Studio that you got?
It's whichever one it was I bought on eBay. I actually don't know. This might be a knockoff of one of the
official ones.
eBay. It's where it comes from. I couldn't tell you.
Fair enough. That's usually how I buy upgrade kits too. I'm just like,
you're the eBay guy. Yeah.
Let's see. So we got the vintage Beast Wars and Megatron reissue in-hand images. And I'm pretty sure these are going to have some comparison shots. Just a comparison shot with Earthrise.
Yeah.
But there we go.
It's so much more purple and stuff. I like that it's different. I'm so all over this. I think it's 100 times better than the new figure.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I just
What do
love
you guys think?
I'm just like the old. I just love the old Beast Wars stuff, man.
I don't understand why they didn't just. Okay, so I understand like stuff about like G1, right? Like people were like order the same, get the same figure in the store that you saw in 84, 85, whatever, right? But when Takara made their, like, let's say the reissue Starscream, they did like a cartoon color version of Starscream. And I don't understand why we can't get that in stores. That should be the reissue, because the G1 vintage, although the nostalgia is there, really what people had wanted was they want, or the majority, it seems, this Masterpiece goes that way, right? Is that they want the vintage style but done in cartoon colors. So with this Megatron, it looks very lackluster. Yes, it has ancient engineering, so to speak, but it doesn't have the 10th anniversary paint deco on it. And if it had that 10th anniversary paint deco on it, it would look probably superior in robot mode to the Kingdom. And then I'd give Danny a high five on that. But
Well, go ahead, Ugly.
I remember the original just being awkward. Like all the gimmicks being forced into it just made it awkward. Like the stupid things on the hips were always getting in the way. The left arm was basically unusable because it was all one giant gimmick. The right arm didn't have a full 90-degree bend because the neck got in the way. I mean, it was a solid toy, and I loved it back at the time because it was the only version you could get of it. But it was by no way perfect. But I haven't got the Kingdom version, so I can't comment on it. But it looks fragile compared to the original.
Yeah, I would say that the best thing about this one over the Kingdom is that this reissue doesn't have that softer plastic on it, right?
The chew on or whatever,
Yeah, and honestly, the gimmicks and stuff, like it amazes me how far we've come in the sense that we don't care about gimmicks anymore because we've grown out of that, as a like a fandom or whatever.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I still would love the gimmicks. I would still love to have the gimmicks and stuff because they're toys,
Yeah, it's just like there's so many gimmicks on it, but like that's the thing. Like you just posed it in robot mode. I know it was for playing because I was young enough to play with it, and it was awkward. But the dinosaur mode is chill when it's in it's a steady playable dinosaur mode for sure. But and it looks like Barney, which is super cool. The robot mode, like you said, it's like that thing's always moving. He always comes unhitched from the back. You can't move it. It's just kind of awkward, like for sure. But I mean, I'm happy just to see it, and I like that they're different. So you could tell on eBay which one is like the old one or the new one. They changed it just subtly with the colors.
Yeah, because this one's like a bright in your face purple.
Yeah, this is Barney purple for real.
Yeah. So. But I'm super stoked about these reissues, man. I really am.
Me too. Walmart exclusive, baby.
Of course. Yeah. I mean,
Hasbro Pulse had them, but
right. I mean, God forbid we don't get an exclusive over here anymore. Like something that's not an exclusive to somewhere. But that's a rant for another thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked.
I want input. I want you to do a rant video where it's like, I'm coming after like a 1990s action figure.
Yeah, he's already on it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah,
dude, the rant videos are coming, man.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Rant video, dude. I got a whole another guy coming in for these rant videos, dude. Whole another dude. It's like a tag team type of channel type of situation, dude. It's crazy. This guy's coming up with ideas.
Are you gonna bring quote? Are you gonna bring the chaos?
Oh, I'm not bringing this. Other guy's bringing the fucking hammer down.
Input doesn't want the heat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like for real. It's gonna be a wild ride. Trust me. That dude is. So anyway. Funko Pop 10-inch jumbo Soundwave and cassettes. So if you guys like Danny, love those Funko Pops. I know how much you love those Funko Pops. And look at this, EV exclusive. I know you're gonna be wasting some money over there at EV exclusive. But Soundwave comes with his cassettes. He comes with the giant head, and I'm totally not in on these at all. Like none of them whatsoever. I have 2 Funko Pops out of everything that I have, and I can't go any past that because I'm not even gonna say I regret the 2 that I have, but no, I'm just not going there. What do you guys think? Big old giant 10-inch Funko Pop.
Cool, because it's Soundwave, I must say.
Is that why you want it, Danny?
I do.
See?
I do. I'm gonna look at EV if it's even in pre-order. But I mean, yeah, I think like I don't like Pops necessarily. I have the some Pokemon ones, some Transformers ones, a Diva one. I hated on them for years, but they kind of suckered me in with the Transformers and the Pokemon ones. And yeah, I kind of hate buy them, but this I could hate buy it and still like it. I think so.
Yeah,
they did a 10-inch Sound Blaster. Oh wait.
There you go. I know you'd be for that one right there. You're in on all of them, dude. I already know. Like you got a stack in your apartment. You got a stack of them in your corner. That when you do your Danny's World video, you avoid that corner.
Yeah, you're such a fucking. You know me too well. I just like glance over it. I'm never like, hey, let's check out this pop pile, everyone.
I've been like I've picked them up a couple of times, like the Optimus Prime, the Megatron, the recent Bumblebee one. That was at that was also a Target exclusive. But you know, they're small, right? You know, they're about as wide as a Voyager, but about as tall as a Deluxe. And it's like it's frightening because they entice you with, oh, this won't take up much room. No, it won't take up much room in your home until you start buying like 400 of them. So
well, and then most of the time, from my understanding, a lot of pop collectors they keep them in the box. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's what I do too. Yeah, you don't. If you open that stuff, that's insane.
I opened the 2 that I have.
Yeah, but I mean, you bought them for real. Like you actually enjoy them, the 2 that you have, right? Like
I do.
Yeah,
I enjoy those 2 that I have, but.
I understand the idea of Pops because people come in and they're always asking about them, like, or I see people hunting and it's just like, I understand when it's like a band or something and they've never had any merch for anything and then they get the Pop and they're happy because they don't make any collectibles for like this and that and then they get their Pop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally get that because right now, you know, Lemmy from Motorhead's getting an action figure from Super 7 and it's one of those stupid 4-inch, 3 3/4-inch figures. I got no articulation and stuff, but I'm like, but it's a Lemmy and it's a Motorhead. It's fucking awesome. So I totally get that. And we close off that one. A Cyberverse Season 4 official product reveal. So Danny's gonna hate buy these.
What? Oh no, I'm done. I'm taking all my Cyberverse to Toy Traders. I figured out. I'm done. Yeah, I got so much of it, dude. It'd make me sick. And I know that like, even if some of them went up in value, I talked to the guy and he'll give me like pretty good for trade. So I think I'm done. I thought it'd be funny to pull them out in 30 years, but I realized no.
Okay. So it looks like it's going to be a Prime and Bumblebee for you guys who care. Just the those like the armor, whatever the Energon armor ones. That has an armor flipped over, but it doesn't look like these flip over. It looks like these might clip on now. So interesting. Okay. Pretty basic transformation schemes from what it looks like. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't look like it flips over. It looks like they're clipping them on now and then putting the LEDs and stuff on the inside. Dinobots Unite. This is something that's kind of interesting here. Getting some Cyberverse Dinobots, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, there's those ones that are coming out. Remember where you like put them together? Like Swoop comes with Megatron and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ken
So I
Mine.
watched.
Or was
So
it
I
Swig?
watched this show.
No, Slag.
Oh.
Slag. Sorry, Slug comes with Megatron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
That's, yeah. This is yeah.
It's gonna be Mega Slug.
So I watched that show, and I will say that it doesn't make any sense that we don't have an Alpha Trion, we don't have a proper Windblade, like in the articulated, $20 deluxe price point, and we don't have an articulated Slipstream at that price point. But we got Starscreams for days, and we got Soundwaves now, and we got Prowl. Like Prowl wasn't even a super major character in the show, so it's kind of weird. Like I mean, I get Bumblebee and Prime, like I get that, but you would think your next showings would be like, hey, we didn't get to complete that second Build-A-Figure wave that wasn't a Build-A-Figure. Here's 2 other figures. Here's a Slipstream, here's a Titan's Return, and then another Bumblebee just for fun. So, and I know people have been clamoring, they've been wanting actually an Astro Train as well. And that, those huge like size or whatnot, because he's massive in Cyberverse. Like he's like a commander class basically.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That sounds super.
it's
cool.
weird. It's weird, but it works. Like I don't know. Like if you watch the show, you're kind of like, you know what, this kind of actually does work for Astro Train. But if you had like Blitzwing and Octane next to him, like it wouldn't make any sense. But they're not in the show, so it's fine. But I think those are 3 missed opportunities on those 3 figures.
Well, I mean, if they're going to keep doing the toys here, they might not be missed opportunities at all. They might be coming sometime down the line, because if they're going to keep doing these, they might end up, keep doing the deluxe line and stuff as well.
Well, this took over for Rescue Bots, right? Or Rescue Bots Academy or something. Isn't that what Cyberverse took over for? Or is that not true?
It took the toy line over. They kept the cartoon going for like another season or something after Cyberverse. So
yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of strange. Like the storylines work, like because I know a lot of the writers went over to Earthrise and they kind of helped out with that season, and apparently Kingdom, they've helped out with Kingdom as well. The writers from Cyberverse, but it would be interesting to. Like again, it's getting back to that brand confusion, right? Like we've talked about on the show before, where they need to have a united front. They need to have a mobile game. They need to have media. All that all works together. So you could have a trading card game. You could have a comic book. You got your toy line, and you got your show, right? And all those things all come together in a united front. You can have different age groups, and that's fine. That's why Cyberverse is around. That's why Rescue Bots was so popular. So that works there, but I don't understand with something that is still kind of clogging the shelves and not really selling, at least from what I'm seeing in my area. Like I'm not seeing where these are like flying off the shelves anymore. And there actually was a restock of a bunch of them too, with that that Decepticon version of Drift. So it's very confusing. I don't know if they're just shifting old stock around, the retailers are, or what, but
yeah, I don't know about all of that. Like, truthfully, I will say that I think their focus needs to be on whatever main line that it needs to be, and I will agree with that, and then that's it, because you're shifting focus all over the place. Your mainline collectors aren't buying your Cyberverse stuff, and vice versa, because a lot of that Cyberverse stuff is out of the price range for a kid to buy with his allowance. And the media that supports like in this case, Cyberverse supports those Cyberverse toys. You can argue Earthrise and Siege, but only 6 episodes. It's not really, the 40 episodes or whatever it is that Cyberverse has. So I really wouldn't call that a support. And then plus on top of that, with, the main line being more nostalgia driven than anything else, right? You need to get rid of, and I've said it before, you need to get rid of one thing and cut the cost of that one line, and so you can drive the prices back down and make this accessible to everybody, and not have the different lines and stuff. So
I mean,
adding.
they'll have their different budgets, right? Like each line has their own budget, but I think what we've kind of seen as like the war for Cybertron kind of collectors is when we see stuff that's Cyberverse, we're like, okay, well, that could have been a budget saved, and then they could have made another figure or filled in a hollow leg or something like that. And that's not how Hasbro and Takara work, right? That's not how that works. So they each line has their own budget according to them, but it's just I think of it as like like we're talking about is that brand confusion of who is this really for, because they're so close in the age range, really, from the young adults to the to the kids themselves.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying is like you gotta to do a drop test. The ages 14 and up toys don't need a drop test legally. So if you're throwing something on there, ages 8 plus, 12 plus, whatever, you got to have a drop test. And all of these, every figure that Hasbro puts out goes through a drop test. Every last one of them. So I feel like that's where the confusion's coming in, because you got the War for Cybertron stuff that is, like I said, nostalgia driven. I mean, if that wasn't the case, then why is Huffer pulling Optimus Prime's trailer? Why is Jetfire G1 accurate to the cartoon? Why is Skylinks accurate to G1 cartoon? Like, why are you pulling all these characters the way you are? And Cup Studio Series 86, same thing. Cyclonus, Snapdragon, all those guys, Why are you letting them have their G1 triple changer modes if it's not nostalgia driven, and then turning around and having Cyberverse not be, but you're still marketing all of the toys towards the child's age group,
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Drop one of the line, like you can have your toddler line, your whatever, your academy line, right? You can have that, like your Fisher Price kind of stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, because a kid needs Optimus Prime to suck on that won't hurt them or break,
Right.
And I mean that in the normalest way, but you know what I mean. Like, like a 3-year-old. I'm talking toddlers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then when they get old enough, they can move up to Siege, and then when they become adults, they can move up to Masterpiece or whatever. There doesn't need to be this stopgap between ages 4 and 8. Like those 4 years don't need a stopgap there, because I mean, think about it. Like we were. Yes, this is old man rant territory. Back in my day, right? Like there wasn't.
We had to walk 5 miles just to get to a Kmart. You kids know what a Kmart is?
There was no. See, Uglywrech doesn't know.
What about a venture? Do you know what a venture is? Somebody knows what a venture was.
We had Zellers in Canada. Do you know what Zellers is?
A service merchandise? How about that? Just kidding. Service merchandise was actually before my time.
But when we were growing up, we have one G.I. Joe line, we have one Thundercats line, we had one He-Man line, one Transformers line, and stuff would come back around, G.I. Joe Extreme, stuff like that, but Ghostbusters Extreme, but we only ever had like that one line at a given time, and it was refreshed for a newer generation or whatever of kids. There was nothing wrong with that, and it worked beautifully. So anyway, IDW Transformers Annual 2021 line art, a preview, page 5 preview. Transformers Kingdom T-Rex new stock images. Let's see if they changed anything up on this guy. And I'm going to say no, but they did give him the new sculpted head, so that's awesome with the mouth all angry.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they gave it to him. Now there is a running change variant, supposedly. I haven't seen it, but there is a running change variant of the Beast Wars of Kingdom Megatron, the Beast Megatron, that has the T-Rex head, and so he's got that that teeth showing kind of angry look.
It was the earlier runs. It was the earlier runs. They're saying now.
Yeah. So
the packaging for this looks sick,
dude. That I know, man. Him just charging into battle like that.
I love dinosaurs all of a sudden more than normal. I hate you, Raptor. I hate you.
Because you've been hanging around with one, right?
Yeah.
No, I gotta say that if that doesn't look like, Diablo from Primal Rage, like that's straight up right there. Come on, people. Give us a Sauron. Like
give us the Sauron, yeah. And give us that raptor with the mohawk or whatever.
Yeah, Talon. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, but you're barking up the wrong tree for Hasbro to do that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. MP. Do what?
Are you for that figure, Wretch? Do you care about that or the T-Rex?
I'd be focused more on getting Megatron before I got that.
Oh yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, okay.
You wouldn't get this just to have the mold, to experience the mold?
If it was all I was ever going to get, then yeah. But ideal world, I'd rather get the Megatron.
Yeah, for sure. And it's probably hard to get this in the I don't know how the UK gets Target exclusives.
To be honest, after my last video, I actually went and researched it, and it's not always as hard to get things. Like there is a Hasbro Pulse UK, and they seem to have quite a lot, not for silly money. So it's possible to get them. It's just we're trying to save up money, possibly for a deposit for a house. So we're trying not to spend too much money, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hey, don't say unfortunately, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But toys. So
when you get a house, that's like you've reached adulthood. That's what that means.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's only taken 36 years. So okay.
Oh, it's fine. Jeez.
Hey, whatever, man.
Yeah.
It takes what it takes, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got Transformers Masterpiece MP52, additional colors and look. And so here we go. Let's take a look.
Man, that is some bright red on Starscream.
I mean, when I think Starscream, I think bright red, to be honest.
Yeah.
So does Megatron plug in? Does Megatron plug in with an adapter? He's got this little gray piece right here on the back of him.
Well, they should always tab in, like most of all the Masterpiece ones tab in.
Yeah, they have that tab thing. Yeah, that little.
Right, but what I'm asking is what this little back piece is right here on the handle of Megatron.
Oh yeah.
It might be a tab on either side, so you can go into each hand.
Oh, okay, that would make sense. Speaking of each hand, it does also look like each one of his fingers are articulated as well, so that's kind of cool. That's super cool.
Is that new? Because they don't normally do that for Takara.
Yeah, that would be the first time they did that with this mold. That would be the start of it.
Mm-hmm.
So see, I don't remember. See, because I don't have MP44. We need to ask Larkin. But MP44, I don't even think all of his fingers are articulated.
No, they're not. I've got MP49. They're not.
Oh, the Shattered Glass one?
No, the Nemesis Prime. He's got weird finger articulation, but they're not individually jointed like this one. And like this one even looks like the knuckles are articulated as well. So you can kind of collapse them all in and make this fist and stuff. So and this last picture doesn't make them look as wide as the initial concept pictures did. So,
no, still looks odd though, I say.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just throwing that out there. Whoever wants them and whoever's getting them. So, there we go.
I'd like to get them, but when you buy a Starscream, you got to buy all three of them. So
no, you don't.
You'll never get that computer.
Well, that's a big investment.
It's a big investment for a cape and a crown. So here we go. So we've got New Age Toys H31. I'm just going to say it's Devastator.
Yeah.
Constructicons. We got color prototypes of all of them right here. Uglywrech, what do you think of these? Have you seen these?
They look. I've not seen them before. They look quite pretty. Oh, hang on. How have I? I think I have seen them. The tracked ones. Is it Scavenger and Bone Crusher? Their hips look fantastic. If they're the ones I'm thinking of, because they've got the hip joint built into the top of the tracks to get away from like the awkward sort of underpants area. They look fantastic with the engineering. That's the word I was looking for. But again, it's another like third-party Devastator, and we've got like 20 of these, if not more. But like I say, the engineering looks great, the articulation looks good, but it's just another one. I mean, like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 Devastators up there. And only one of them's official. Yeah.
Oh, was that Hook?
Hook looks gorgeous.
I know.
Yeah,
No one
So you said this is
charisma.
New Age input, not Magic Square. This is New Age.
Yeah, is this
Yeah, this is New Age.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, Hook's my favorite.
Me too.
Yeah, I got
He
it.
really hooks us in, doesn't he?
He really does. I'm like, never mind. But yeah, I love him.
Bone Crusher's pretty.
Yeah, I just honestly, like, I think both sets of these look great, but I just really wish I'm right there with you, Ugly. I wish they would just, third party would just move away from Devastator. And I get it; it's a different company doing it, and that's, they haven't done one before and all that stuff, and they've got their own loyal people, fan wise and stuff. But I mean, come on already.
Yeah, it's just because, like you said, these people that are just getting this line, they got their loyalist. Devastators an easy cash grab. So,
right.
Weird proportions as well.
I mean, if you look at it from this way, for one, there is a lot of money in Legends, but I mean, imagine the Autobot City diorama you could make with Devastator combined at this scale, and like smashing it on your shelf or whatnot, like smashing that cannon and everything. Like that would just look really awesome.
And on Big Bad, they're $99 for 2. So, American.
But I would say, although like I'm not gonna pay $50 for a wheelie, but I'd pay $50 for each of these guys because they really do look nice.
Do you have to buy this part separately? Do you know input or how?
I don't think so. I think this comes probably with like Scrapper or something like that. Wow. Or this might come with all of them at once. So like the gun might come with, say, like Hook, and then the chest piece comes with Scrapper, and then the head comes with Long Haul, and then so on and so forth, right? Like they might break it down that way. But I don't know. Do you guys think this is kind of like cheating, like this parts formery kind of bit?
Of course, this is like the whole dude.
It's 100% cheating, but it's necessary because of how crazy Devastator looks on the cartoon. Like it's just, I mean, even the G1 toy, as nostalgic and as great as it is, it really was a piece of crap because it fell apart like nuts. So I mean, this works. This is something that all the upgrade kits. I think, man, who was that made? I don't think it was it Crazy Devi? Was that who used to make the upgrade? Yeah, for the G1 Devastator. Oh, look, Carnage in C minor reference. Why didn't this come, or why didn't they wait on these news until we got to the horrible Carnage
in C minor reference? Oh my gosh!
Right?
No,
was ever shifting. Yeah.
There's so much wrong with that episode.
Real quick, get triggered. Ultra Magus has a butt flap. Everybody, get triggered.
Oh no.
You can just about see the hips on Scavenger there, but you go back. You see just no, went too far.
Oh, too far.
Yeah, is it the big liner? He's right at the front. You can just about see the hips. Next one.
This one?
No, other way. Just
one more.
That one.
Oh, okay, right here.
So you can just about see the hips. The hip is built into the top of the tracks. So it actually rotates the top of the track for the hip.
That's ingenious.
Yeah, it looks very pretty.
That's actually
look
really
good,
smart.
Man. I don't like Legends figures, but these ones are stealing my heart.
Oh yeah, New Age makes some really awesome stuff, and Magic Square has always been like hot on their heels. But Magic Square, like ever since the Seekers, like Magic Square, like released theirs, like to cut into New Age's market, and they just kind of cut too many corners, and New Age's just came out better.
I don't know, man. I've got one New Age figure, and I don't think it's worth the price that I paid for it, to be honest with you.
Which one did you get?
I got the Acid Storm, and it was like $75. And yeah, I mean, it's a great figure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that. But it's definitely one of those situations where it's like, oh, I got this for 70. Okay, well, thanks, I guess. You know, just I don't know. Like I don't. If they were cheaper, I could honestly see the love and understand, you know, why people love them the way they do. But it's just the price tag, man. I just don't see it. And I will say that Acid Storm was a limited edition one. It was more expensive because of that, so on and so forth. And I absolutely understand that. But the other one on the shelf was a regular release at $65. So a $10 decrease doesn't sell me on the idea. So, but that's just me. And I know they got their loyal fans and all that stuff, and probably got a thumbs down now because I said that. But you know, whatever is what it is.
Thumbs are fine. At least they're interacting. Right.
So Transformers 2022 wall calendar listed on Amazon. If you guys care, go pre-order it. It's a calendar. It'll tell you what day it is when you look at it, if you're ever confused. And we've got a Thailand Toy Expo, Nong Toy, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee. No idea what this is, but it looks like people are cosplaying as Bumblebee and Prime. And this is so adorable. I want it. Just simply put, this is awesome, man. Just take my money. Straight up. Oh, they got little wind-up keys on the back of them. That's cool. So I wonder if they actually wind up. Maybe not.
Yeah, probably just aesthetic.
It kind of looks like Charlie Brown and Lioness are cosplaying as Optimus Prime and Bumblebee.
Yeah, right? That's super cool. And I think that might be it. Bumblebee movie Blitzwing Smart Kit, in-hand images of the model kit. And I don't think this model kit transforms.
No.
I think it's more along the lines of flame toy kind of thing. And this, yeah. What do you guys think? I think this looks pretty good.
What's that one going for?
I don't know.
Yeah, for one of those weird, like, kind of in the middle Michael Bay after Bumblebee movie thing, it's okay. Like, it has some appeal. It looks better than the original Michael Bay stuff.
It's 12 centimeters tall. I'm not sure how tall that is. That's what. Well, there's B right there. It's like what, 6 inches? 5
yeah, I was gonna say like 5.5, 6 inches. Yeah.
I think it's about 3 centimeters to an inch, something like that. So it's about 4.
Okay.
Workable.
So kind of like maybe a smaller Voyager kind of size, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And right here we've got TFCOM Baltimore, October 22nd to the 24th, 2021. So if you guys are going to that one, you know, everyone have a good time and all that good stuff. And that brings me.
I'm on track to go to that one, but I'm really sad that you're not going to the Baltimore one and put.
Well, I will tell you like this, man. I went to LA, and if you guys are missing the LA one, I feel so sorry for you guys, straight up, because out of all the people in LA, like everybody lives in Los Angeles, man. And I know it's been 3 years. That might have changed and all that stuff, but I'm not going to these things for the dealer room. I mean, the dealer room's a great, addition, but I'm going for the voice actors, the meet and greets, the signings, all that stuff. So
for the people.
Hey man, I'm going to LA, and I'm going to tell y'all just like this. Like I told M3, I am driving 27 hours to go to Los Angeles from Texas. Okay, y'all can drive and do the same thing and fly in, take a 3 or 4 hour flight, whatever. If I'm driving 26 miles or 26 hours,
true that.
So,
well, I'm planning on going to both of them, but I think the LA one will probably be better because we will have more people there. Like,
yeah, I need to room with you too, Crimson. So,
yeah. Oh, you coming to the LA one? I didn't know that, Danny. Hell yeah! You got your passport and everything.
Well, yeah, I have my pass. I already have all that. I've been to Portland, but it's just the plane ride that freaks me. But I learned that the con is close to the hotel, and I don't have to do too much. So even my mom was encouraging me if I had better health and I'm good to go, you'll see me in LA, baby.
Yeah. So there you go.
There's hope in here, at least.
Yeah. So. Input and Danny Dolphin will be in LA. Crimson Raptors will be sad somewhere in Oklahoma that he didn't get to go.
No,
dude, it just won't be right. It won't be right without you. Yeah.
I mean, come on, Crimson, you giving up on a live Tales from Teletraan?
I said I'm going to both. Can you hear me?
Oh no, you're turning into someone else already.
Look, I'm just saying, like TFCon, I will if as long as it's every year it's in LA, I will choose to go to that one over anywhere else.
Wait,
unless it's in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, do what? What?
Did he time out? He
timed out. Crimson timed out.
Yeah.
The Diva will return after these messages. So did you guys watch the episode this week? Was it Surprise a Party? The one where Daniel gets in trouble and they got to go rescue Daniel again because, he's 10 and antics, right?
Yeah. And like I was telling you, the best thing to come out of this was that meme because it shows the really smiley faced Ultra Magnus, and it's the one where the reporter's like reporting live. Several Transformers have been blown, and then the face. It's perfect.
Yeah, Ultra Magnus just smile.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, "This is the episode." So I was like, "Okay," but I told you to. It was torturous watching this episode a little, but.
I agree. This is one of the episodes where it's just like, this is 22 minutes. How is this bad? How is it? It just won't stop. I will say though, I do like the fact that First Aid's in it.
Mm-hmm. Best part.
Because I like anything with First Aid in it, just because he's the pacifist. And do what?
Groove's in it briefly as well.
Yeah. But I like when First Aid's in it because it's always it's a different side of the war, right? Mm-hmm. And he's always like, "Oh, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't do this." Somebody else got shot. All right.
Yeah.
Plus, he's like, the only one that can fix anybody because Ratchet and Wheeljack are dead.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, Perceptor's there, but
but look what he did for Prime.
Yeah, Perceptor. He just like looks at your wounds. He's like, "Oh, damn, you're screwed."
Yeah, it's like, whoa, there's holes out here. This is all beyond me, Prime.
I'm afraid the wounds are fatal.
Well,
yeah. Be like, oh wait, I forgot. I overlooked something, but he's already dead and past the Matrix. Yeah, great. Thanks, Perceptor.
You've seen the meme recently where they've talked about just turn Prime off and on again.
That's awesome.
That's
like Prime was delirious. He took the Matrix out and he's like, "No, wait, that's the power source." Ultra Magnus puts it back in. Whoa! Okay, I'm back. Autobots, everything we there's Unicron. Unicron is coming. We need to go right now. Stop rebuilding the city. We all need to go.
That's great.
Could be worse, right?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but I'm sure Hot Rod would have figured out some way to get Prime killed.
You know what was
Oh
annoying?
yeah. I'm sure he would have just that, so Prime can kill himself again. So. Like, Prime, why do you always commit suicide, man? Like, they need you. Stop it.
Stop letting me fire at you.
Right? What are you saying, Ugly?
My toy's been discontinued. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I can't wait till we get to season 4 and we get that awesome silver mohawk on Prime. Just saying. That's gonna be awesome. So what'd you guys think? What'd you guys think of the episode, in all honesty?
It was truly unbearable, man. When they're in that room and when they get to the archive room and like those robots are like intruders or whatever, and they're just shooting everywhere, and like it's just like, come on, those robots were so annoying.
I feel like, with them throwing the surprise party, it's one of those old 80s, 70s type of cartoons. It really shows its age here because it's the kid. It's centered around the kid, right? And as a kid watching it, you want to be Daniel because you want to hang out with those giant robots. It's like the kid is a representation. Daniel's a representation of the kid at home. And, oh, wow, Ultra Magnus is throwing us a surprise party with cake and water guns and toys. Yay. And then it's just every cartoon back then had that. Even into like the mid-90s, it was there too. So, and then hijinks always ensue after that, right? So, but
I mean, it could be worse. We could have gotten a Christmas episode for Transformers. We got lucky there. We didn't have that.
No, the UK got stuck with the Christmas comic though. So
I do like that the Combaticons are like, blowing crap up and stuff in it, like because we hadn't seen them really in a while.
That's true.
I like the way Bruticus took place of Onslaught and chased him back onto the ship to escape. You've got like Swindle and Brawl or whatever, and just Bruticus is running after him. It's like, hang on.
I do think. Okay, so one thing I do think it's kind of strange though that they have this, Hall of Records basically off Cybertron, and I'm like, the Autobots now, or that satellite, right, or whatever, but like the Autobots now control Cybertron, so why don't they just go back and go get all that stuff and bring it back to the planet?
Home Beacon failed.
Pretty much.
They did say.
Say it again. What'd you say?
They said the homing beacon failed.
Yeah.
I mean, you cartoon logic. It's written.
What's funny? What's funny about this though is that, so I've always had this theory that in the season 2 episode War Dawn, that Dion becomes Ultra Magnus, but in the original script, like, Ariel, who eventually becomes Elita 1, but Ariel and Dion were just supposed to die. That was supposed to be Prime's friends die. That was part of the heartache of, the horror of war, But I've always liked that since Ariel became Elita 1, that Dion would become Ultra Magnus. And it's like Ultra Magnus doesn't even remember when he was born. And I was just like, yeah, that would kind of make sense because he was completely rebuilt. So he might not have all of Dion's memories, but it would have been interesting.
He was just rebuilt when he got blown up from the whatever Galvatron. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
in the movie. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he just died recently and he can't remember. Oh, I was reborn. December.
It was 2005. It was last year. I was born.
I was reborn.
2005.
Yeah.
Ultra Magnus was born again.
The year was 2005. Yeah.
So here's the hard question. Would you guys recommend the episode? No. I love your facial expression on it.
I mean, for the meme culture, it's worth seeing once, but
so many times guns were pointed at those kids and no one pulled the trigger.
You wretched little earthling.
Shoot Daniel, be done with it. Just put him out of our misery.
Or one of those like slugs that was attached to Wheelie, like those space bugs. That would have been good if they got on Daniel and killed him.
Well, they could take Wheelie as well. I wouldn't cry.
He was getting eaten alive.
He's walking around with like a big D on his little jumpsuit jacket. I mean, I'm just saying, like nobody wants to really do Daniel.
Nope, he's like a chickmunk or something.
Daniel.
That's messed up. So, don't watch this episode. Skip it. I don't think we've ever had a full unison agreement on the show for an episode, right? Until
I said watch it for the meme culture, though.
Okay, but without the meme culture, like
it's a wash. It's terrible.
Okay, yeah. See, there you go. So legitimately, don't watch it, right? Like,
I know. I just feel like it's history of the internet, though. But okay, yeah.
I mean,
I think the problem with this episode was just highlighted the whole issue with season 3. It's a case of well, the war's over, the Autobots won, Galvatron isn't really a threat. He's just kind of like coming in occasionally and like stealing their apples or something. Rodimus is now leader, but doesn't do anything. Ultra Magnus is doing it. It's like season 3 is just a mess.
Oh yeah.
Just what's the point of season 3, really?
Yeah, the only point is just I don't mind Five Faces of Darkness, the end with Prime, and then what? Like the couple episodes, Starscream's Ghost, something else we watched that was okay, but there's a couple, but that's it. Like the rest is it's bad.
It's mainly just watching them to see some of the G1s pop up in the background. Like
said,
First Aid. That's it. That's all you watch. Like Warpath was in it. But, hey, Warpath.
And for the misanimations, you watch it because those are cool. Like I love that. Like I actually like it. Like I'm glad it's that way because it added something as a kid, and you see it today, and you're just like, wow.
Well, it means there was a human involved. It wasn't just done on a computer. There was someone drawing these things, and they made mistakes. So what?
Yeah. And I love the drawings too because I'd rather watch anything like 2D way more than 3D animated stuff. I love 2D. I can't even get into new stuff because I'm just like stuck in that past. But
yeah, that's all right though. I mean, honestly, there's that's a whole nother thing. But I'm just gonna leave it like this. Cartoons nowadays are lazily created, and as far as like animation goes, it's just lazily done, and it's almost like the people who make them now don't understand their craft or practice their craft or anything like that. So, and that's not old man rant. That's legit.
And I like it when it's like done right ahead of the times because I still like the way Beast Wars, even though that's one of the only 3D animations. I still like seeing it today, and it doesn't even bother me how it looks. I like enjoy how bad it is, but I guess it's just because I grew up with it, you know.
Yeah, and that's
Beast Wars is definitely an exception to that because the models just look like the character models on them just look really good because of how they emote. But the background is so terrible because they didn't have the budget for that. You know, it was either one or the other, right? But and then they cheat. You know, they cheat in the transformations. Like Dinobot's a good example of a cheat, for sure. Black Arachne is a good example of a transformation cheat.
Just stand up.
Yep, it works. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it the second or third season they worked out how to do the water effect? Then all of a sudden, every episode was to do with water.
Well, the first season, I would say the first season was pretty good with the waterfalls later, but when they got it was about the second season where they had a couple underwater or kind of a lot of rivers and lakes, and it looked really good. And then the third season, like by the last 2 episodes, the water looked freaking real.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, like we don't even need, like, we got to keep this team together. Of course, that didn't happen. They all went off to do like movies and stuff like that, and they all went different career paths and stuff. So, and then we got that terrible Beast Machines where everything started from square one and nobody learned anything.
Yeah, I rewatched Beast Machines recently, and
It's rough.
I don't think it's as rough as I originally thought. I don't know.
No, the story's not that bad, really, but I don't like it. I like it as its own separate thing. I don't like it the continuation of the part of Beast Wars, you know. But on its own, it has some okay ideas.
Yeah, I mean, if they hadn't had used the original characters in such a terrible way, it would not be a bad show.
How Megatron, his whole storyline of how he's trying to take over and become all this, it's interesting to a point, and then it's like, it's just like if that was its own story, it wasn't Beast Wars characters, and it was like just told like you were still there first day with them, you know how they're just running, they don't know where they are, but it was just not those characters. It wasn't characters that like already have loyalty and brand recognition, you know. It's like do something new, but
yeah.
Because it wouldn't be that bad. There's a couple philosophical or whatever, I can't even speak, but you know what I mean, ideas on that show, and I just find it interesting, you know, but I don't love it, and I don't think it's great at all when I compare it to Beast Wars, but it has potential for at least people kind of cared about the writing in that, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the difference in that show was that it was like they had an overarching story all the way through, which was kind of different for even Transformers at the time.
Well, let's not forget the guy who ran Beast Wars with Beast Machines, you know, straight into the dirt. The same guy who just did that with DC Comics. Just saying.
Shots fired.
Shots fired for real. Just calling a spade a spade. I'm tired of companies hiring this dude to ruin my childhood. Just saying. I don't like that is the definition of failing upward. Okay, like, I don't know. This guy has bad ideas all the time, and he just anyway, whatever. So, that's I don't know what else to say, guys. What do you guys want to talk about this week? What do you got anything on the docket this week? Danny, you got new Danny's World. What do you got? Crimson.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got? I know you guys got something. What do you guys?
Yeah. I mean, we're of course working on the new Danny's World because it's a weekly thing. So just like filmed a bit in Toys R Us. I filled up me holding up these dinosaurs, cursing this man out, Crimson Raptors, something like that. And then just trying to working a lot the rest of the week, but just trying to enjoy stuff and do that, I guess, and then maybe do some other news clips if there's anything really good we're talking about, but. There hasn't been any like new reveals. I guess Friday there might be something. Hey, are they still doing a Fan First Friday thing or no?
For Transformers?
Yeah. No, it isn't. Hey, it's over. Hey.
Yeah. Well, I thought they did one already like a few weeks ago. It hasn't been the last one, has it?
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah,
they'll do them every once in a while. They're not. I mean, they're trying to get ahead of the game of like all the factory thieves and stuff. So
I was heartbroken about. Dude, Crimson, you gotta help me, man. I was heartbroken about all those G.I. Joes that are Target exclusives.
Yeah. Do you
ever see the G.I. Joes or no? Yeah.
Absolutely not for 6-inch.
Wow.
Nope, they're gone. They have the planograms, everything's taken down for those in my area. Like they're not anywhere. I was able to get the Baroness for you.
I know.
I saw only like 3 Baronesses at one point.
Wow.
And got those to people that needed them. Not helping them, but getting them to people that like could not find them in their area for legit.
No.
And I wish I'd found another one so I could have got one for Sardo. Sardo Numspa 82. Shout out to Sardo.
They're re-releasing them, aren't they? The Baroness?
Yeah, they are right now. Yeah, they've shown up even in Canada. They have.
Is it the original mold or is it the new movie versions?
No. They have that Baroness set actually hit like in this area. Like I hit the Vancouver and all that, and the city's got like restock on them.
Cool. Yeah, it's kind of weird that Canada would have more GI Joes than in America.
I know people say they don't even see the stuff I show off when they're filming it, like the Cobra Commander. Even though people don't want that anymore, like we still have those, but it's just like. The Target exclusives only go to Toys R Us, and they're there for like a second. So,
I will say that the people like that have been buying up every single 3 3/4 inch figure, whoever they are in my area, because like I've said it before, or maybe not on Tales, but in other places. But I've never seen them unless I go out of town. And they're gone. Like they're just 100% gone everywhere. There is a planogram sticker for them, and I see the vehicles. We got that. What is a Cobra Fang? Isn't that the newest vehicle that's out?
Yeah,
the
I think
aerial
so.
Cobra vehicle. I don't know why it's not a Trouble Bubble. You think that would be more famous, but I guess a Cobra Fang is famous. I don't know. I'm not a G.I. Joe person, right? I collect them so I can have them for people for my Gundam stop motion animation series and for pilots, and then I can have them for the post-war like Terminator animation. So it's the reason why I collect G.I. Joe. But that's why the 6-inch doesn't really interest me. But I'm finally starting to see the 3 3/4 inch. There's a Cobra and there's a Duke just sitting there on the shelf at the one I just visited on the weekend, and I was like, okay, like they're finally whoever's been buying them all has finally like given up, and some of them are finally getting through. So
Yeah, the 6-inch Joes I got out of. I wasn't even in that long, but I was like, man, forget this. I'm out. Can't find anything, and all the drama and all the BS. I was just like, no, I'm not into it. Whatever, I'm out.
And I think the thing that really hurts that too is the toy hiders, right? There's scalpers out there, but the toy hiders are like taking the product, putting them on different shelves and different places, and so when they go to try to inventory them, the retail stores are taking them at a loss because they can't find them, so they think they were stolen. And so if they're stolen, they're not going to buy them again because they've been stolen.
My Walmart's pretty good for that because they have people where it's their job to go around and find stuff, and they find a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like they actually do. They know all the tricks and trades of the putting it even in like anything, containers or anything.
I mean, they could almost put like like the RFID, or they could put RFID tags on them, but they could put the what's the things they put on the NECA stuff, electronics. The little, it's got like a wire that wraps around it.
Yeah, with the circle.
The circle thing. Yeah, that's right. They could put something like that. I was trying to think of the Iron Man thing. What's the Iron Man thing that he has on his chest? It's a circle.
The reactor?
Yeah, the arc reactor. Yeah. That's what those things always remind me of when I see them on figures. But they could do that for all the G.I. Joes, and then they could maybe find them throughout the store. People are hiding them. So
yeah, I don't know, man. I think if you're gonna wrap a figure like that, those people, because like those things got to be on there pretty tight. That figure's gonna end up getting crushed, the package and the box and everything else.
There you go, mint and box collector not allowed. So it'll be the people who want them,
Well, I think I think honestly, I don't even think that's an issue in all honesty, because most of the time, people now, like collectors, will get up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and then rush out to the store, rush out the door. They're sitting there, they're bugging the Target employees. You guys got my Joes? No, we ain't got no Joes. Stop asking.
They just walk up to the front and yell, "Yo, Joe!" And then the Target employee says, "No."
And then Target employee says, "No, Joe."
No, Joe. And then when they don't have G.I. Joes, but they have Cobra, then the Target employee yells, "Cobra!"
Code red! Get the security!
Well, guys, I want to say thank you to everyone who sat through this pre-recorded episode of Tales from Teletraan. We will be live next week once again. So yeah, thank you to everyone who watched, and thank you, Uglywrech, for coming on this week. And tell the people what.
Yeah. Tell them. Don't let them go. Tell them where we can find them.
Yeah, that was the plan. Duh. So
he doesn't know the show works anymore. He's been gone so long.
I know, right? Uglywrech, tell the people where they can find you at, and give them a piece of your mind. What do you want the people to know?
Right. You can find me on YouTube with the Uglywrech, which is where I might get the finger right, but there as it's spelled. Instagram, same thing. Although I basically put stolen memes and stuff up on there. Not always for children. There's a Facebook page, but who cares? But yeah, I'm around. Generally speaking, I'll try and do like cheap stuff I can get a hold of because again, I'm trying to save money at the minute, so trying to be a grown up. But yeah, I'm around. I do stuff. I do like generally speaking 2 videos a week. So, and all my stuff's just completely unscripted. I just get the figure, put the camera, record it, and just talk rubbish. So that's fun.
Yes,
there you go.
but, well, what do you want the world to know, man? You got any words of advice or anything for the people watching?
So much pressure, I know.
You get the opportunity to stay up till gone 1 o'clock in the morning to talk about toys. Do it.